stormy, troubled night at Collinwood in parallel time. For this day has exposed another secret at the great house. Catherine has learned that Melanie, 10 years before, entered the locked room in the west wing to save her father. And ever since, she has been given to sudden, unpredictable seizures of madness. Seizures of which Melanie is quite unaware. But there are other secrets, one of them unknown except to two women, as a sane Melanie soon discovers.
You followed me.
Because I knew you weren't telling me the truth. Why did you lie to me, Julia? Why?
You should not have come here.
You took that food to someone in that room, didn't you? Who is it, Julia? Who is in that room?
There is no one in that room, Melanie.
Julia, I can't stand any more secrets. There are too many secrets.
Melanie, no! No, Melanie! No!
Stella! Oh, Stella! Why is she here? Why are you keeping her like this?
No concern of yours.
Help me. Help me. Stella, why did she put you in here? You must tell me. You must.
Mr. Justin Collins.
Papa. Papa had nothing to do with this. I know that.
But he did, Melanie.
He tried to kill me.
With a knife. It's the truth. A truth that I've been trying to keep from you and from the rest of the world.
We didn't want to lock the girl up, Melanie. But if Julia and I hadn't come in at just the right minute, Justin would have killed her. He wasn't being himself. We had to go to the police. We had to lock her up or she would have gone to the police. Don't you understand? They would have taken him from us. We didn't tell you about it because we knew how much you loved Justin.
You shouldn't have locked Stella up.
What were we to do? We were so afraid. Try to understand.
Mama, I understand. But it's wrong.
Oh, we know that, Melanie.
But you just put the gag back in her mouth. You just locked her in that room again.
Do you want the police to be here tomorrow, the day of your father's burial?
They can do nothing to Papa now.
But they can to Flora and to me.
Yes. We're guilty of holding her captive.
Her brother will never accept our actions.
They shouldn't. We both know that. We just gave into a panic.
Mama, I do understand. Except you knew you couldn't go on keeping Stella in the tower room.
We tried to think what to do.
Well, you must do something now. Her brother was here yesterday, and I promised I would help. Please, please do something now. Let her go. Ask her not to tell.
We will do something, Melanie. After the funeral, I promise you that.
You will let her go?
Somehow, some way. I don't know how, but we will. All I can think of now is poor Justin.
I know, Mama. I know. But after the funeral, you must set her free.
Morgan, look, I know you're upset about Melanie's attack on Catherine, but, well, she didn't know what she was doing, and it won't happen again. She won't do it again, I promise you.
She will do it again, I know it.
You don't know that. You know, it started just as Brutus Collins' letter said it would. There is a penalty for not having the lottery.
You're the one who's always poo-pooed it.
I know. Perhaps because I thought that would be easier. Perhaps because I didn't want to face up to it. But I really now believe that if we'd gone ahead with the lottery, if one of us would have spent last night in that locked room, Melanie would not have done what she did.
I don't want to believe that. Because when Catherine threw the slips in the fire, nothing happened.
Then, no. But now we shall see what happens on this day.
Father's burial day. Even this has to be mine. Gabriel started drinking soon after he got up.
Where is he now?
Asleep. He's in no condition to go to the funeral.
Did you tell Mother?
No. Quick! Look!
How did that get there? No one came in the room.
That's the vase I was going to use for the lottery. That's the vase I put the lottery slips in before Catherine burned them. The ghost put that in here.
There's something in it.
What is that paper?
It's a list of names.
What is written on it?
My name, your name, Gabriel's, Melanie, Flora, and Julia.
The ghost brought that in here.
No, the lottery, the lottery. These are the names that are to go in for the lottery. Look, check this to see if it's the same as Brutus Collins' handwriting.
Well, it's impossible. Brutus Collins was the ghost's first victim.
Look and check, please. Well, I just don't understand. Why can't we find out what it's all about? This has been going on for 6 generations, and we don't know any more than they did in 1680. I mean, has anyone ever tried to find out the truth about Brutus Collins? After all, he was the one originally involved, the one who caused the curse. Morgan. Morgan, are you listening to me?
We're not going to get off free, are we? There's going to have to be a lottery. We mustn't tell Mother what has happened in this room this evening.
But should
not
we keep
now.
But should we keep it from her? Because something else is going to happen. It's fascinating, Morgan.
You're always outside looking in at us, aren't you?
You forget that I've been away for 7 years. You know there's not much you can do in prison except watch and listen. No. I was thinking about Melanie. What if her attack on Catherine is linked to the ghost? What will Melanie do next?
They will set you free tonight. I swear it. They know it is wrong, what they did in locking you here. I know you can never forgive them. But they were so afraid you would go to the police and Papa would be taken away from us. Papa is dead now. Please don't make any more trouble for Mama and for Julia. Please don't. I'll see that you go free. I swear I will. But please don't make any more trouble for them. You think about it. I often change my mind about things after thinking them over. Stella, you will leave this house tonight. I swear it.
What time is it?
About 1 o'clock.
Oh, they'll be here soon. Take us all to the services at the grave.
Mother.
No. No, I'm all right. I'm trying to be brave. I'm just remembering your father as he was when I married him. Such a handsome man. I wonder what he would have been like if he hadn't been born a Collins.
But he was.
Yes. And proud of it, in a way, as if the good outweighed the bad thing.
Do you think he was wrong?
I don't know anything anymore. Quentin, I just don't know. Melanie, why aren't you ready for the funeral?
Melanie.
They don't pay any attention to you, do they? You tell them what they must do, and then you die. But they don't have that lottery. Oh, no, they're much too smart for that.
Melanie, please.
But it must go on. Don't they realize that? The lottery must happen again. The lottery must happen again and again and again. They deserve it.
She's that other person again.
I know. I'm going to take her to her
They're
room.
so smart. Those Collins are always so smart. They can turn a gold piece into 50.
Melanie. Hey. Why don't you come with me?
Oh, you're very attractive. You are the most attractive.
Melanie, no.
You haven't even started crying yet. You haven't started crying.
All right, now, come on.
Tears will do you no good. He cried.
Come on.
So did I, but tears never got anyone out of anything.
Justin, why did she have to go into that locked room after you? Why couldn't it have been I? Why couldn't I have rescued you?
Mother, are you all right?
Melanie's had another attack.
Mother, I'd like to speak to you about Melanie. We're going to have her put away. She is dangerous.
Morgan, I never want you to speak that way about Melanie again. She loved your father. What has happened to her is out of love. And don't you forget that.
You really think that locking me in my room is going to change what has to happen? You really think that?
Now, come on. I want you to go to bed and get some sleep. Perhaps it's best this way. The girl that I knew so well wouldn't stand to see Father buried.
The hearse is here, Flora.
Tell the men to come in. We are ready.
No, wait. Where's Gabriel?
Gabriel will not be going to the funeral.
So that's how he pays his respects to his father. With brandy. I shan't forget that.
Dear Lord, he was my father, and I can say that with love. He was a very brave man. Perhaps bravery died with him. Each one of us here is going to have to ask himself that. His life was not always filled with happiness. He had many trials and tribulations. But he always maintained the ability to love. I can't pay him any higher compliment.
Wait!
Why didn't you let me go to the funeral? Why? I loved him more than any of you did. Why did you lock me in my room? Can't you tell me?
Melanie, don't you remember anything that happened in the drawing room?
I wasn't there.
Yes, you were.
Don't tell me where I was. I know. I came to my room to dress for the funeral. I felt suddenly very sleepy. I had a dream.
What did you do in the dream?
I don't remember.
You've got to try and remember.
Why? You don't believe anything I say. You tell me I was in the drawing room.
Melanie, you had an attack.
An attack. You're making all this up.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Now, you remember when Father went in that room. You went after him.
Don't mention that. No one ever mentions that.
I have to. Because you've been having attacks ever since.
That's impossible. I would know.
No, you couldn't. Now, listen to me, please. God, listen. You couldn't remember because no one wanted to tell you. We kept hoping the attacks would disappear. Now, don't you even remember the rest home? You went there after you came out of that room.
I was sick. I had typhoid. Mama told me that.
No. All she was doing was telling a very kind lie. Melanie, you change when these attacks occur. You become a completely different personality. You don't make any sense.
I'm going to ask Mama. She'll tell me the truth.
Now listen to me. Now please listen. Now you can go and tell them if you want to. But they'd be very upset to find out that you knew. Father didn't want you to know.
Why did you tell me?
Because I had to. Because if we can find out who you are during these attacks, when they occur, then perhaps we can find out what it is in the room. Perhaps we can find out something about the curse.
Leave me alone.
Melanie.
Please. I must be alone. When...
Yes?
What am I like then? What do I say?
I could have made any sense out of what you said. I wouldn't have told you what I just did. I swear.
Well, Flora, we must do something about Stella.
I know we must.
We were mad not to consider the consequences of locking her into the tower room.
I'd do it again, Julia. Justin was with us such a short time anyway.
I know. But do you know what to do now?
Oh, I can't think.
I can. Now, I have $5,000 here. I know it may not be the answer, but I think we should give it to Stella and ask her to leave Collinsport tonight and not ever mention anything that's happened to anyone.
Will she do it?
I don't know, but I think we must try.
We must.
Stella? She's dead.
Melanie. Melanie threatened Catherine with a knife. get out. The door was locked from the outside.
The window.
Now look, the shutters. There's no possible way.
Where is she? Why isn't she here?